Let's begin this demo by understanding what are Salesforce Apex Triggers. If I have to put a definition for Salesforce Apex Triggers, I will put it something like this. The Apex trigger is nothing but a piece of code that gets executed when certain actions are being performed on a record. On the related note, you might ask what kind of actions we are talking about here in this particular case. For example, you insert a record, that is an action, that is an insert action. You update a record in Salesforce, that is also being considered as an action. You might delete a record, that is again a delete action. You might undelete a record in certain situations. You accidentally deleted a record, then you want to revert it back from the recycle bin, so that is called an undelete action. So these actions are being performed on a regular basis by the users on the different set of records. These records can be standard object records such as accounts, contacts, opportunities. It can also be a custom object records such as some of the custom objects that you might create in your org to support your business use cases. So these actions users generally perform, and depending on these actions, you might want to perform certain kind of automation. You might want to perform certain related actions to support your business processes. In that case, you can write the Apex trigger to deal with such actions, to perform some related or automated actions on your records. For example, let's say I take an example of Salesforce accounts and Salesforce contacts. These are two standard objects, and if you know the object structure, every contact has a lookup to the Salesforce account record, right? In that case, for example, if you want to automate certain process between account and contact, you can leverage the Apex triggers. Let's understand this by an example. I am creating an account, for example, like an account for BTech Ninja. Then I associate some of the contacts with that account in Salesforce, like to establish the target, to establish the related contacts to that account in Salesforce. For instance, let's understand this by an example. Okay, I'm inside this account. Let me just create a quick account for BTech Ninja. I just put some import name only. Right now, like, I haven't configured my application, like my Salesforce instance, to have more required fields. So right now it is just working with the name only. Now, just imagine that I add a contact associated with the with this account. I'll put my name. My name is Prajapati. I'll put Mr. Contact, or maybe should Ninja. I'll leave everything as is. Okay, I got like it got created. The contact is now available. Now let's understand the purpose of triggers in this particular situation. For example, I created an account. I created a contact associated with it. Now there are two actions that got performed on these two records. One, the account insert, the another is the contact insert record. Now let's say I want to place some automation here, that every time whenever I add contact to my account, in this case I just have one contact at this point, but in future I might have multiple contacts. So what I want to build, I'm just trying to give you a practical use case. this can be achieved with some other automation practices as well, such as flows, what I say, roll up some refills or like that. But we are just taking an example. So let's say we have what I say, multiple contacts on an account. Now I want to build an automation where anytime a contact is being added, that means anytime a contact is being inserted related to an account, I want to count the total number of contacts available on that account, and I want to get that count and want to update the same on a custom field that I will create on the account record. To give you a like overview of this automation, let's say right now I have just one contact. So on account I will create one field called number of contacts. So in case when when I added this contact record, that custom field should have been updated by a number 1 because I just have one contact. Secondly, if I add more, continue to add more, I continue to add more contact to the contact to this account, then that number should automatically increase with the available contacts available on this account record. This is the this is where we have to track the events, like in this case that we have to track the insert event on the contact object, and we have to write a trigger to calculate the total number of total number of contacts available on that particular selected account. So this is the basic overview of Apex triggers.